Y'all see that? Who do you see there? I love this. I love this photo, man. This is two pictures here. One is the 21-year-old LeBron James when he first came into the game, averaging about 30 points. And then the other picture is this 37-year-old LeBron James, still playing basketball over 15 years now, almost over 15 years now, still averaging about 30 points per game, and my thought process on this is, what do we think about LeBron James still scoring or averaging 30 points per game? Possibly went from average to maybe he's still average. Are we looking at LeBron James from a point of view of saying, you know what, I don't think he got any better. He's still the same. What's your point of view? What's your point of view? In the chat, talk to me. Let me know what you think. What's your point of view when you look at LeBron James? Do you think he went from average to great, or is he still being average? Could he be better? Maybe, or is it that he's fallen off? He's not as good as you think that he once was when he was 30, Anybody?
Oh, he's doing exactly what he sets his mind to do. He's doing
it. He's doing it, huh? I love it. Yep, you're absolutely right. He is doing it. No, that ain't what I think this was in March 20. I saw it. I can't remember the date now off the top of my head, where he put up 30,000 points over his career, 10,000 rebounds, 10,000 assists. Let me ask you that question again. Do we think that LeBron James, it went from average to great? Phenomenal. You know what I mean? I don't know exactly how many years he's been in the game, but at least 16, almost 16 years in the league, putting up, averaging 30 points per game, putting up over 30,000 points in his career, 10,000 rebounds, 10,000 assists. Listen, man, anybody, just food for thought. There's nobody in the NBA that put up numbers like this. Well, that's not true. That's not true. Here we go. Let me read these. Let me read these stats to you, man. And then after I read these stats, talk to me and let me know what you think. Did he go from average to great, or is he still average? When he balls it all down, I don't think you're gonna find a player as great as LeBron, phenomenal as LeBron, who really put in the work, the effort, the time to increase his craft, to become better. You know what I'm saying? In the league, right? In the league, there are over 381 players who scored over 10,000 points in their career. In the NBA league, there's 142 players who scored over 15,000 points. 9 players who scored over 20,000 points in their whole career. There are 23 players who scored over 25,000 points in their career. Are y'all ready for this? There are 7 players who scored 30,000 points in their NBA career, which include LeBron James, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Karl Malone, Kobe Bryant, Michael Jordan, Dirk Nowitzki, and Wilt Chamberlain. 30 players scored over 30,000 points in their career. Now, this is the beauty. LeBron not only scored 30,000 points, but he's exceeded 30,000 points. He has scored over 35,000 points in his career. My question, is that average? Or is this guy great? Is he amazing? Is he phenomenal? 3 players in NBA history have scored over 35,000 points. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar and Karl Malone are the 2 outside of, other than LeBron James, who scored over 35,000 points. Come on, talk to me, man. What do we think about this guy? Is this guy beast mode or what?
And through hard work, practice, and dedication, he's at the top of his game.
He is at the top of his game. My gosh, I love how you say that. You know, I'm interested to know though, how many of us and what are at the top of our game? You know, why? Let me see where did. Yeah, how many of us are at the top of our game?
Me?
Yeah.
I'm still climbing the ladder.
He's still climbing the ladder. I'm climbing the ladder too, man. So what does it look like? And I like how you said to be the top at the top of your game, man. To be at the top of your game. The truth is, we got to understand that we are our most valuable asset. You're your most valuable asset. And so, what do I mean by you're your most valuable asset? The truth is, we had to get to this place where we understand what we bring to the game of life. You know, LeBron understood what he brought to basketball. You know, what do we understand that we bring to life? What is it that we bring to life? What value do we bring? What's our value as we bring it? And how can we maximize on that? How can we maximize on that? You know, think about it. Scoring over 35,000 points over a career isn't an easy task. That takes some time, man. And to maximize your potential is the true key to next level success, right? So LeBron James, I guess, like LeBron James, our goal in life should be to fulfill and maximize our potential by becoming the best version of ourselves. Become the best person you can be, whether that's the best person in your career, whether that's the best person in your personal life, you know, the best husband you can be, the best father, the best friend. Maybe let's think of it from a business perspective. How do we become the best entrepreneur? You know, what business would you want to be the best in? You know, get real clear on how we want to be the best. I'm not sure if LeBron James' vision or goal was to ever score 35,000 points in his NBA career, but I can almost rest assured that his dream or vision for himself was to be the best, to go from average to being the great. How do we unlock or unleash, let me say that, our potential and realize that that the potential that lies deep inside of us is unlimited. There's nothing stopping this guy from scoring more points unless he just walk away from the game altogether. You know what I'm saying? So how are we looking at our own life when it comes to our careers, when it comes to becoming a better man, when it comes to becoming a better husband, a better spouse? How are we looking at our own lives to the mere fact to go from average to being the great? See, your biggest investment, I have to say, is your ability to grow yourself. Think about it. LeBron James, over the course of the years, because he grew himself, he educated himself, he trained in the off season. He hired coaches. He slept well. He ate right. He exercised. He took care of his body. He took care of his health. He took care of his mindset. He understood that his biggest value, right, or his biggest investment was to invest in himself. And so my question leads to, how are we investing in ourselves so we can become or go from average to great? Are you investing in yourself and valuing your growth, your personal growth? Do you value your learning? Are you valuing how you develop yourself in life? What's those things that you can learn? What's something that you can do? You know, many of us have the ambition to maybe start a business. Many of us have the ambition to go back to school. What are we doing to apply those lessons in life to get better, to increase who we are, to become the better husband, the better man in life? Understanding that our biggest asset being ourselves means that we must invest in ourselves at some degree. You know, to go from average to great by becoming the best person you can be, possibly means that we must move to the top of our field. So what area in life do you want to master? What area in life do you want to become the best at? Is there an area in your own life? Talk to me in the chat. Let me know, what area in life do you desire to be your best? You know, just think about that. So I want to give you this, and then we're about to close this thing out. I'm gonna give you this. So had you ever considered your own average? How am I showing up for me? How am I showing up for those that I care about, that I love? You know, when we think about being our biggest asset and being our biggest investment and growing ourselves and developing ourselves, who are we truly doing it for? Because I often share this, that while it might be your desire to be better, to increase your lifestyle, to have more, do more, the truth is, the end state is that oftentimes we're not really doing it for ourselves. We're doing it for someone else, you know? So who are the people in your own personal life that you do it for? You know, I want you to just recognize that for yourself. Think about that. Write those names down for yourself. Who am I doing this for? 2, I want you to think about the value that you bring, right? I want you to think about the value that you bring to life. You know, when I mean by that, what value you bring to life, I'm really asking the question, how much effort are you giving towards the things that's important to you? Effort. Yep. How much effort what are we doing? What are we giving to the things that's important to us? To find out those things that's most important to you. All right, so that's what we're going to look at. We're going to identify 3 most important things to really help us gauge our performance. Now, when this was shared with me from my coach, I thought this was phenomenal. And so I want to share this with you so you can get a bird's eye view of how much effort you really give into the things that's important to you. So I want you to think of 3 things that or goals that you might be working towards right now, or you might be doing. And I want you to write those 3 goals down, identify what they are. And at the same time, I want you to think about how much effort you're giving towards each one of those goals, right? So for example, goal number 1, I might need my calculator for this one, guys. I'm giving 60%. Yeah, let me grab my calculator so we're gonna need to do some things. I'm giving 60% to goal number 1. Whatever that goal is, I write that goal down. I identify I'm giving 60% to that. Goal number 2, whatever that goal is, I'm gonna say I'm giving about 73%, 73% to it, right? Effort. I'm giving 73% effort to it. Then goal number 3, I'm gonna say I'm probably giving about, we'll say 40%, right? We'll say I'm giving about, and it's just me guesstimating, right? How much effort I'm truly giving. Now, I notice that I'm saying effort and not time. Too often we think about how much time we give to something, and we think because we put time in it that we're working towards it. You know, I want to help clarify that for you, because have you ever been doing something and in the midst of doing it, you got distracted and found yourself doing something else, and then you had to jump back to task number 1? Yeah. So when in essence, you really didn't give any effort to task number one because you got distracted and started doing something else. You spent 5-10 minutes on that, and then you came back to go back to task number one. And at the end of the day, we say, whew, I did a lot of work on task number one. I didn't finish it, but I was able to get a lot done. But if you really think about how much effort, how much focus, how much energy did I apply to working this task to completion is totally different versus how much time I gave to the task. So I want you to think of effort when you coming up with these percentages, right? And I want you to take those three percentages, whatever they are, and you add them up. I think I had 60, 73%, and 40%. Gave me a total of 173% overall. Then I want to take that number, that overall number, and divide it by 3, since it's 3 goals that we are looking at to get me an average of how much effort I'm giving towards each particular goal. Here it is. At the end of the day, if I do this assessment correctly, I'm only giving 57% of effort to the things that's important to me. I'm giving 57% effort to goal number 1. I'm giving 57% effort to goal number 2. I'm giving 57% effort to goal number 3. But yet, I tell myself, I want to go from average to great. And you can't go from average to great if you are, excuse my French on this, half-assing it. You know, to go from average to great, much like LeBron, we got to be invested in what we're doing. We got to give 100%, 120% effort to the things that's most invaluable and important to us in life. And when we begin to give 100%, 120% to the things that we're passionate about, things that mean something to us, we understand the reason for doing it, why we're doing it. My man, we get to this place where we're able to score over 30,000 points in a season. Huh? When we're giving 100% and 120%, we score over 35,000 points in our career. Matter of fact, we score so high, we gave so much. Ready? Ain't but 3 people, huh? Only 3 people ever scored like that in the NBA before. And the truth is, much of the people in our world today who making the big money, who are entrepreneurs and self-motivated, 3% of the world making all of the money, making 33% of the money. They have the flexibility to live life at their own, at the level they choose to and desire to live at, while the rest of us half-ass it, giving 57% of effort to the things that's important to us, but yet we asking ourselves every day, man, how do I get better? How do I overcome this struggle? How can I reach this goal? How do I reach this milestone? My answer to you is, you reach that milestone, you accomplish that goal because of the effort, giving 100%, 120% to the things that you're passionate about doing. It's said, you get a different result when you give 100% than you ever will giving 57% to whatever it is you're passionate about. I want to leave you guys with this, man. I want to leave you with 4 tips, right? To help inspire you and motivate you and push you to go from average to great. 1, get ready to fly with the eagles. Yeah, we all know eagles fly or soar by themselves. But I encourage you to find you some eagles in your environment. Guys who do things different than you. Guys who excelling at different rates that you can ever thought about going. 2, I want you to get around people and learn from the best. Learn from the best. Take some notes. Ask questions. Read some books. Find you some great podcasts and things that can challenge you and inspire you to go from average to great. Number 3, do what the top people are doing. man, we on these media devices all day long, and we watching all these stupid videos, women doing this and guys doing silly things. I think the funniest thing I saw lately was, I'm trying to remember it now. I can't remember it. Well, one of the funniest things is this magic trick with the water bottle, and everybody, it's water bottle, and everybody act like it's something in the water bottle, and they get you to look over into the water bottle and squeeze the water bottle, and the water flush you in your eye, and it gets them every time. And it makes me roll. There's so many little things that distract our attention, right? And we get focused on watching all this media stuff, but we don't take time to use the media to grow ourselves. We won't use these apps to help us learn or develop. All the great podcasts, leadership podcasts you can get a hold of, all the motivational podcasts and speakers that you can find, all the lessons that you can learn in life to help you build systems and strategies for next level success. It's what I encourage you to get hold to. And lastly, I want you to begin to practice following the advice of those people that are eagles, that you're learning from, and the podcasts that you're listening to. Follow their advice, right? Take some notes, put those things into practice. I believe in this. Your next level really depends on you. However, the blueprint is out there. You just got to get hold of the blueprint and apply it in your life.